I would like, before we approach the conclusion of the program, given that this is the Global Education Award, to do something that I think our recipient would appreciate, and that is to ask all the students who are here from George Mason University, George Washington University, the U.S. Naval Academy, all the high schools around that have joined us. Will the students just rise and be recognized a little by the crowd here, because this is a really distinguished group. We have quite a few students here in our audience. Thank you. On behalf of the World Affairs Council, Washington, D.C., I'm delighted to present this year's Global Education Award to the IBM Corporation. IBM's deep commitment to global education at all levels is expressed through an impressive array of innovative programs and initiatives, as you've just seen in that wonderful video. Through its impact grants, IBM has contributed consulting expertise and software to schools and nonprofit organizations around the world. Through the IBM Smarter Cities Challenge, a city is invited to identify a top strategic problem that it proposes to address with IBM's support. If its proposal is successful, IBM dispatches a team of 5 to 6 experts to work closely with the city leadership on their proposed challenge. IBM has also made substantial philanthropic commitment to education. In 2014, in fact, the largest single component of IBM's charitable giving was in support of education. At the same time, IBM is transforming global education through the development of knowledge-enhancing technologies, such as the IBM Watson program, which can enable educators to tailor learning to individual students. Joining us this evening to accept the Global Education Award on IBM's behalf is Dan Pelino, the General Manager of IBM's Global Public Sector. In this role, Dan leads IBM's work in the government, education, healthcare, and life science industries. He is a widely recognized expert on economic development, citizen-based services, and healthcare. And in fact, I think you heard him speak eloquently this evening as an exponent of corporate responsibility and the service mission of IBM. Dan joined IBM in 1980, and his expertise and leadership have contributed to the company's extraordinary success as a global leader. Commenting on IBM's century-long commitment to improving education, he recently wrote, "At IBM, we think of education in terms of a moonshot, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to significantly advance a mission with vital importance to the world." Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Dan Pelino.
Thank you, Steve. What a wonderful night. You know, we're at the back of the bus here. It's the last time I'm the last person to sit before we're supposed to have dinner. I don't think we were supposed to be last, but we ended up being back here. So, Tony, thank you very much. I think we owe Edie, Tony, Michael, and the staff around them. What a wonderful evening to bring us all together. Chris, thanks to you for a wonderful evening. So glad you could join us tonight. And I'm really honored to be with many of our clients that have joined us, the IBM team that's here. I wanted to specifically call out Diane Rudnicki. Diane actually is on the board and has done a tremendous job and helped us out. Riz Khalik, who put together that video for us that we did. We did that specifically for you, Tony, and for the team, and I hope it gives you an idea of IBM's commitment. And then I'm honored to have Mike King, who works closely with me and for me. He is our industry general manager, whose passion and commitment to education is second to none, and we wouldn't be where we are as a company without Mike's personal commitment. So, Michael, thank you for your contributions and what you do. Sometimes the world is best told in a story, and I think tonight we've heard some wonderful stories. And if you don't mind, I'd like to share with you a story that had a profound impact on me, and actually I referenced it in the video. It happened to be Thanksgiving a number of years ago. We did something that we don't normally do, and that is we went out to dinner, but my brother-in-law had arranged to have dinner at a very nice place in Chicago at the Drake Hotel. in a international restaurant that was tucked in the corner of the great hotel, the Drake Hotel. We walked in, the staff greeted us, we sat at the table, and it was a round table. And the waiter came, and as probably many of you do, and I do, I greeted the waiter and the staff and said hello, introduced myself, and he had a name tag. And his name was Joey. He didn't look like a Joey to me. So with some trusting eyes and the right hand of fellowship, I reached up and I said, Joey, huh? I said, I'm not sure that's really your name. He looked at me. He returned the favor of trusting eyes. And he said, no, my name's Oscar. I said, Oscar, how long have you been serving Thanksgiving? 25 years. Oscar, do you have a family? I do, Dan. 2 boys, one good, one not so good. I said, Oscar, will you celebrate Thanksgiving? He said, yes. After the last guest is gone and we clean up here, I'll go home and we'll celebrate Thanksgiving. Curiously, I asked him, 25 years, you wait until everyone's gone, and then you go home and you celebrate. Why do you do it? Why do you do it? And he looked at me, and he said, endless skies. Endless skies. You actually heard me reference that in the video. What was he telling us? He was working so that he could give his 2 sons endless skies, endless opportunities. Education is, in fact, the promise of the future. It is a responsibility for generation to generation to pass on a better society. The World Affairs Council has the power to convene, collaborate, and cross boundaries to bring us together in the spirit of delivering a better tomorrow. On behalf of IBM, I'm delighted to accept this award. Thank you all for what you do. It's just been a wonderful evening. Tony, Edie, Michael, thank you so much. And it's a pleasure to be able to be with you all tonight. Thank you all.